Yeah, no, let's actually watch this, though. I saw LeBron in the thumbnail. We're watching this.
Some guys just want to be the villain. Bill Laimbeer made a career out of being the villain. Kevin Garnett and Rasheed Wallace spent their entire careers terrorizing the NBA, and they loved it. Dennis Rodman's sole mission was to pester the other team into submission. Latrell Sprewell choked out his own coach. For better or for worse, the NBA needs a villain, someone we can all rally together and root against. And right now, that villain is Dillon Brooks. Or at least, that's what he thinks. Because this season alone, Dillon Brooks has managed to become public enemy #1 by getting into fights with Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, James Harden, 7'2", 300-pound Joel Embiid, half the Spurs roster, and Shannon freaking Sharp. It's almost—
Bro, wait a second, dude. I didn't even realize how much this dude was really like. It almost became normal. And it's like, dude, you can't do this if you're ass. Like, all those people that guy just named are all greats. All of them. You can't do this if you're ass. It doesn't feel right.
Almost as if Dillon Brooks woke up one day and made a list of the greatest active NBA players and said, "F it, I'll take all of them." This has to be some sort of NBA record, a speed run on how to be unanimously despised by everyone. But of all the players Brooks decided to go after this season, of all the great players he provoked and pissed off on his way to 6 points and 3 rebounds on 38% shooting, I think Dillon Brooks missed the memo on LeBron James. Because this ain't the bear you want to poke. See, in the NBA, there is a fragile balance between how good a player is and the acceptable amount of annoyance they are granted. Shout out to June Lee from ESPN for this concept because it explains this duality perfectly. Now, the better a player is, the more annoying he's allowed to be. For example, Joel Embiid is fairly annoying, but he's really good, so he's way above the threshold.
Yeah.
Giannis isn't really annoying at all, and he's the best player in the league, so he's about as far above the
Giannis is not the best player in the league, but continue.
Threshold as you can get, right next to Nikola Jokic. And most elite players around the league fall somewhere in this region. Guys like LeBron, Steph, Lillard, Tatum, Butler, really good and just annoying enough to make it fun. But this is a delicate thing to maintain.
First of all, Curry is very annoying. What? Curry is very annoying, bro. I also think Klay and Curry are very annoying. And Jordan Poole. Yeah, they are.
Because when you're good enough, you can be about as annoying as you want to be, until you're not good enough and become unanimously insufferable. Ben Simmons is the poster child for this phenomenon, but Draymond Green and Chris Paul have also fallen victim to this as well. Really annoying and slowly declining in ability as the years go along. Now, some players have actually had an opposite trajectory. Not that good and extremely annoying early on in their career, but as their game improved, their antics have decreased. The redemption arc, you love to see it. But some players have taken it upon themselves to be as annoying as humanly possible while refusing to hold up their end of the bargain. Instigators who have absolutely no reason to be the way they are. Players like Pat Bev, Marcus Morris, Tristan Thompson, and even going back in time, there's been some absolute villains throughout NBA history.
Dude, where is Westbrook? Is Westbrook not on here, dude? I could have sworn Westbrook was people would have him on here, bro.
And yet, somehow, Dillon Brooks has found a way to be worse than all of them.
Oh, he's next to Klay, okay.
Never before have I seen a player who is as unanimously disliked as Dillon Brooks is. And of all the things the game has to offer, of all the ways he can make a difference and contribute to his team, poking the bear is his specialty. Even worse, he's not very good at that either. Because even the worst villains understand that there are some players you really don't want to piss off. They aren't fazed by your trash talk, but they will ruin you for trying it. These players are on the Do Not Trash Talk list. It's an exclusive club and once a player joins it, the league comes to a silent agreement to never slight, jab, or trash talk that player. Now, any player can break this agreement if they so choose, but not without severe consequence. Larry Bird would often get challengers brave enough to trash talk him, and the result was always the same: humiliation and regret. Michael Jordan established his position on the do not trash talk list early on in his career, but that didn't stop the occasional lunatic from stepping out of line and testing him. Unfortunately for them, Michael had an unhealthy relationship with squashing marginal NBA talent into irrelevance. The result of this was always a career night for Jordan and a downward spiral of shame for the opposition. Kobe was MJ's successor on this list, and right when the league thought that no one was exempt from some competitive banter, Kobe picked up right where Jordan left off and never missed the opportunity to make another man regret his decision to pick up a basketball. How quickly can I make a man want to quit his profession? Well, let's find out. If you trash talk the players on this list, they won't just give it right back to you. They become obsessive, driven to make sure that you become acutely aware of the fact that you are inferior. It's psychotic, really. And among active players, LeBron is the natural successor to Kobe in this regard. Time and time again, over the course of LeBron's career, players have attempted to trash talk him, to get the best of him. And time again, LeBron is given no choice but to remind them exactly why that's the worst decision they've ever made on a basketball court. But unlike his predecessors, there's one thing missing about LeBron and his presence on the court: fear. It's been said by countless players across generations that opposing players feared the likes of Bird and Mike and Kobe, but despite being the most daunting force of his generation, LeBron James isn't necessarily feared.
See, I was with you this whole time, man. I rarely agree with this dude. I actually like this guy's videos a lot, man. I really like this guy's videos. What in the hell? What in the fuck are you talking about, bro? Please tell me this is a troll. Please tell me this isn't real, bro. If you think players don't fear LeBron, bro. First of all, if you're talking about currently right now, dude, LeBron is in his 20th fucking season. He's 38. Obviously, it's going to be a little different. A little bit, not fully, but a little bit different than when he was, going crazy. And I love like, there was like a thing today on Twitter about, LeBron didn't receive a single MVP vote. It's the first time in his whole career in 20 years. This dude averaged 29 points this season, dude. The dude averaged 29, bro. He didn't get one vote, bro.
At least that's what some players say. This idea that as great as LeBron is, he isn't the killer that those players were. Which is weird because I've watched LeBron's entire career and I vividly remember this, and this, and this, and this, and every other player who stepped out of line getting walked like a dog by LeBron James. Now, most players across the league—
I take it back. Sorry.
Know that this line of thinking, that LeBron isn't feared, is absolute horseshit. Dillon Brooks is not one of those players.
Dude, I love that he just used the word horseshit. That's one of my favorite words, bro. Dude, I really fuck with this guy, bro. I really fuck with this guy.
And so, in an attempt to find some sort of value to his team, Dillon Brooks begins his campaign to annoy the hell out of LeBron, disrespecting him in the middle of games, calling him out in interviews, saying he's old, he's washed up. LeBron hadn't earned Dillon's respect yet. Despite Brooks' 5-14 career record against LeBron and the atrocious gap in head-to-head performances, Dillon Brooks was incessant, determined. It got so bad that even Skip Bayless, the LeBron hater, wanted LeBron to shut the kid up.
I seethe over this to the point that I want LeBron to destroy this man. Because
for you to say that, that's saying something.
It's so out of bounds what he did. It's so uncalled for. It's so beneath the dignity of one LeBron Ramon.
I remember when I first saw that clip, it wasn't a feeling of anger. It wasn't like people have said things or done things towards LeBron where I get mad. It wasn't any of those. It was just like, dude, you really said that? Like, that just felt so, like, just wrong. Like, it just felt so disrespectful and so just in poor taste. You know what I mean? Like, there's like an art to, like, talking shit or like dissing someone, if you just are just, there's no like finesse, there's nothing to it. It's just like, you're just like, yeah, no, he's old. Like you just sound like just, you know what I mean? Like it's off-putting. And that's really why a lot of people like hate this guy, bro. Even people like Skip Bayless who are not LeBron fans were like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You averaged 5 points.
James, that
you're weird. Guess what? I'm weird, right? You're fucking banned. Get the fuck out of my stream. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. You're weird. You sound like a fucking little kid on a playground, bro. You're weird. Yeah, you're fucking banned, you fucking loser. Get the fuck out of here.
he can destroy this kid if he so chose to do.
And then to top off all the antics, Brooks drove the final nail into the coffin when he said this about LeBron and the Lakers leading into the playoffs.
But I wouldn't mind playing LeBron in a 7-game series. The legacy's there. First time back in the playoffs, knock them out right away in the first round.
And that was it. Unbeknownst to him, Dillon Brooks had just ended the Grizzlies season. The playoffs hadn't even began, and yet the outcome was already determined. The kid flew too close to the sun, and his fate was sealed.
That guy, LeBron James, set the
I wonder what LeBron said here. What do you think he said, dude? What do you think he said, bro? I wonder what he said, dude. You think he said something that was like, you can kind of laugh it off, or do you think he said some deep shit to him, like I don't think your mom really loves you, or like some, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think he said, bro? You know? Like, you go up to someone, you're like, dude, you know, I'm not even joking when I say this. I feel like nobody could possibly love you. Like, I don't mean, I really think that, I don't think anyone is capable of loving you. I don't think that, like, you know what I mean, bro?
Was sealed.
That guy, LeBron James, set the tone and tenor of this game early. 8 quick points on his way to 25, 9 rebounds, and 5 D's.
Okay, so the Lakers get out to a 2-1 lead in the series. That's not the end of the world. You can still come back from that.
The Los Angeles Lakers have the Grizzlies on the brink of elimination. Dillon Brooks picks up James. He wanted James. He gets him. James drives. James is fouled and one. LeBron.
All right. A historic night for LeBron. Not a good look for old Brooks. He should probably turn it up if he wants to salvage this series.
With the board and put back. He is dominating in the James popped the clutch. Got it to fall. LeBron activated. Slot cut by James. Oh! He rose up. It's not quite winter for LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers will advance by virtue of a 125-85 win.
You know, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40. I pride myself on, you know, what I do is defense and taking on any challenge that's on the board.
Of all the outcomes and ways this entire saga could have ended, Brooks found himself right in the middle of the worst one. Get outplayed every single game? Check. Have a historic night dropped right on your head? Check. Get ejected from a game at the hands of the guy you were trash talking? Check. Get sent home in the first round as the 2 seed by the old guy you went out of your way to disrespect? Check. Must we not forget, this is what Brooks wanted, and it's what he got. But you want to know what's worse than an obscure NBA player trying to be the villain? An obscure NBA player trying to be the villain, but after seeing the mess he's made, decides halfway through a playoff series that he doesn't want to be the villain anymore. Because after getting ejected from Game 3, Dillon Brooks had the audacity to say that we, the fans, are making him out to be the villain.
Media making me a villain. The fans making me a villain, and then that just creates a whole different persona on me. So now you think I intended to hit LeBron James in the nose.
That's right. It's our fault. It couldn't be the season-long pest crusade he went on or the direct trash talk he was doing all season. It's just merely our perception on it. But wait, there's more. Because after LeBron went for a historic 20-20 in Game 4 and laid the dagger right on Brooks, the man refused to talk to the media and avoided all questions and interviews after the game. How ironic. You mean this guy doesn't want to do a post-game interview? But at the end of the day, you take your L and you move on. Dillon Brooks, like countless players before him, learned the hard way that he just isn't that guy. I mean, how much worse could this possibly get?
According to a new report from Shams of The Athletic, the Grizzlies told soon-to-be free agent Dillon Brooks he's not coming back to the team, quote, under any circumstances.
Bro, they really were like, yeah, bro, you're not coming back, dude. Bye. Like, it's over, bro. Have fun in Beijing, okay? Matter of fact, I don't even think, I've been watching some China Basketball League. I don't even think he would be good there, bro. I don't even think he'd make a team. He's not, like, you talking about the Shanghai Sharks and shit. Bro, that's a good team. He's not making that team. I mean, maybe he can go like Peru or something. I don't know, some random place that I don't know. But I don't even think he can make China, bro.
I take that back. This is literally the worst case of mess around and find out I've ever seen in my life. Now, I've seen players get humiliated, sent home, benched for talking too much. But in all my days, I have never seen a player, a starter in the NBA, get released because he was talking too much trash. Even his own team said, all right, buddy, that's enough out of you. And it's not like Brooks was a bad player, mediocre for sure, but for the Grizzlies to go to this extent to make sure that he never cost them another playoff series again is actually insane. Here's the thing. If you are going to be the bad guy, a pest, the villain, you have to embrace it, and you have to accept what comes with it. Patrick Beverley is about as unapologetic as one man can be. He's insufferable, and he'd have it no other way. Draymond Green is a jerk, an instigator, and he knows it. Trae Young loves being the villain. Dillon Brooks does not. Because as a wise man once said, everybody acting tough when they're up. Now that LeBron is older, he's slowed down, he gets injured more often, can't jump as high or run as fast, some players are beginning to think that LeBron is no longer on the do not trash talk list, that the door has opened back up and they can talk smack without consequence. But even in his ancient age, 20 years of mileage, and apparently not being one of the most feared players in the NBA, LeBron still managed to teach Brooks a lesson he'll never forget. Some bears just ain't worth poking. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
That was a work of art. That was a work of fucking art, man. Holy shit, that was a work of art. Wow. What a great video. What a great video, dude. I mean, it doesn't, really thinking about it now, it really doesn't get much worse for Dillon Brooks. Like, you're a starter in the NBA, and you are so disliked and so hated, bro. You got kicked off your own team. Your own team doesn't fuck with you, bro. Are you serious, bro?